So thanks a lot for joining today's membership lunch and learn. My name is Shannon Dinwiddie, and I am the manager of the membership experience team. And with us today, we have Scott Ansom, the equipment member service manager, and Elizabeth Bagatti, the event member service manager. And with that, I will turn it over to them.
Okay. How's everybody doing today? I appreciate you joining us for the lunch and learn here, and hopefully we can go through a few things and you can find some new things to help you with and things we go through afterwards. Please feel free to reach out afterwards and we'll go through in more depth anything that you also have. My background, I've been with the ARA for almost 4 years now, working in the member services as the manager for the equipment segment. My background mostly comes from sales and management for the gas and oil equipment and generator section that I worked with rental and was a member of the ARA on the manufacturing side for a long time and attended the shows. And that's kind of what led me into here. And so I'm happy to help you in any way and look forward to the conversations today.
Hey everyone, my name is Elizabeth Bagatti. I've been with ARA for about 1.5 years now. My only other job has been in rental. I worked in an event rental company in Florida for 7 years. We specialize in sports hospitality, but also corporate and weddings. So love rental, everything events. Happy to be a part of the ARA team and kind of walk you guys through this today. Always happy to answer any questions about event rental in general. If you guys have any questions moving forward, always shoot me a message and we'll have that conversation. So just a little bit of quick background and just ARA housekeeping. So ARA really tries to be the standardization for both safety, education, and training for both the equipment and event industry. We've been around for 70 years now and have over 14,000 member locations, which we're really proud of. And we're in 52 different countries right now. Like Scott and Shannon were saying, one of the main things why we wanted to really kind of get you guys all together today and host this is because a lot of people join us for the ARA show, but we offer so much more that even members who have been with us for 10 plus years don't always realize that we have as a free offering and a benefit for you guys. So we just want to find outside of the ARA show and what that offers, what else can we provide to you guys to make the most of your membership? So one of the things that I always really love talking about, and I think a lot of people find value in, is our networking opportunities. So just to go over a couple of main ones are our state and local events. These are really well received and we love hosting them. So if you are in a state, always be sure to look up what your local state or connecting states are doing. We always try and host typically around 4 events a year, whether these are education or just general networking. They're always a lot of fun. We highly recommend getting involved. And it's one of those things, once you start going to your state and local, it really gets you into the melting pot of what ARA is. And then you're really just engulfed and involved in the association at that point. So a lot of great information funnels through those, and you'll meet a lot of great people as well. Our Facebook groups are something we always push, especially when you first join the American Rental Association. So we have one for both the equipment and the event side. And these are just pages to where you can freely ask questions, post photos, get people's opinions on different inventory. You can even search previous conversations. But we really encourage anytime you have a question, never be in that position where you don't know who to ask. Just post on here and all of our members, whether they're new, old, even us, a part of the ARA team, try to answer and help you with those questions that you have. But it's a really great community to be a part of and be able to freely ask whatever you need. And then in addition, As a big one, the ARA show, it's the largest trade association for the industry in the US. We take a lot of pride in it. We just hosted this past one in Las Vegas. And so this is an opportunity where you get a hands-on and visual experience with the equipment. Rather than just seeing it online, it's an opportunity for you to see the forklifts in person, sit in the chairs, touch the linens, and be able to have that communication with manufacturers. So moving on for the ARA, our next show in 2026 is going to be in Orlando, Florida. This one is always a hit. It's a great way, one, to bring our northern members down and enjoy a little sunshine in Florida. But it's a great venue. So if you guys are interested, it's going to be a really cool experience. And for our event members, this year's focus is for Events U. So the additional education day is going to be for all things events.
Okay, moving on to Rental HQ. This is something that comes with your membership to be a part of. And currently, it's the largest rental store locator. It displays only for the ARA members. Just to give you an idea of the numbers in the past 12 months, there's been 1.3 million views and about 700,000 consumers have searched the sites. I hear this a lot, and we talk to the members. It's referred to a lot of times as the Angie's List of rental. And again, I would say that it comes with the membership. However, you do have to tell us what equipment you have because you search by location and by equipment. And so you'll need to go in and add what you currently have in your rental fleet. So you can do this by going online in your under your account in there, or you can call us if you need help. There's several ways that we can do it and help you, but I would strongly suggest, and new members, we strongly suggest to make sure you're getting in for the members that are on it currently, to make sure you're constantly updating when you receive new equipment or have new things to offer as well. Rental U, this is something that we've had for a long time. It's been a great thing. However, it's just been revamped to make the access to the programs easier for you to find. It also includes a lot of flexibility in the courses and that you can do them when you have time, when there's downtime. You can have the owner, manager, whoever's in charge of it can also assign courses to employees that they want them to do. They can also add courses on their own that they want to use. There's over 300 free courses in Rental U, and there's also then certified courses. So we have certified courses, and I'll get into those a little bit more in a minute. But with the certified courses, those are paid courses on top of this. So some of the first things on the certified courses there are we have SERP, which Elizabeth will talk about later, but on the equipment side, we have the MUPS for the lifts. We have telehandler and forklift training as well. For the telehandler, that includes series 1 through 5 and 7. So it's forklift and telehandler. For the MUPS, you have the boom lifts, includes all the scissor lifts as well. So for those classes, we have train the trainer, which you would become, and then you can train your employees if you'd like. And you can also train your customers if you'd like. There's a fee for the seat on that. It's online for the course, and then you have the hands-on portion. But it is a service not only for your employees, but we also have people using it now as a profit stream, revenue stream for them to use with their customers, and gives them the option. It also gives you another reason for your customers to come back to you, training, some alone time with them as well, which is also featured there. Some of the other classes, the professional driver training we have. So if you have some new drivers, people moving into that, even seasoned drivers, I'd check with your insurance company because some of them will also possibly offer some discounts either for the course or after completing the course for your drivers may give you some incentive as well. Currently, if you're an ARA insurance member, they give you one free professional driving course a year with your membership and as an ARA insurance member. And this is a part that's come real recently for us is getting started. One of the things with Rental you can have in there is we have a lot of people coming from outside the rental industry to be getting in either from the service industry. So we've broken down also in many parts of Rental U different course segments, and one of them is getting started in rental. This is a very good. There's I believe 6 to 9 courses in there that vary on really introducing them to rental and getting them some of the basics that they can do when they originally come on board with you. ERG is a new one, really for us. It's the Equipment Rental Guard. It's come out really with the fact that with theft always being a big part of it, even more so in the recent years. It's currently estimated for our members alone, it's costing about $100 million a year in theft. And so we've come out with a couple different things. Part of the ERG Rental Guard is classes as well in Rental U. So there's the theft and red flags portion of it, preparing for security, job site security, and assistant recovery is part of that as well. The other part of the Rental Guard outside of the education side of it is you can sign up for theft notification and text alerts. So if we can't hear or go through it, you can go to the website for more information as well on this, but it will allow you as a member to sign up, and there's no additional cost for that. You can put in your phone numbers of the employees you want to have this so they can receive real-time theft alerts. It will also give you the option to enter. So if you have somebody suspicious that you end up not renting to, or you have someone where you do have theft, you can go in there and fill out the form that's online. It's a pretty easy form with whatever information you have. And then you'll get a text alert that will be sent out to you. And I've got a sample of that here in just a second. And then we also have Vouch. We'll talk more about that. That's an ID program that I like because it's before there's a problem to try to get it for that real side of it. The other thing that this will incorporate in that on the website is become a national database for problematic renters and stolen equipment as well. You can see the website there is equipmentrentalguard.org. You can also access that website through our website at ararental.org. This is a sample of the timing of the text alerts. We've been through this. All of this will be rolling out officially March 1st, but it is up and running currently for those of you who want to take a look. Every time I've used it, it has come up in the 3 to 4 minutes for the alert to come through. And right now that alert, once you sign up, it'll come through your state. You can sign up for multiple states as well. If you're on a border or you're dealing with multiple states, you can sign up for multiple states on that side. I think in the future, you'll see that go to a mileage area from your location. Currently, it's by state. This is the Vouch that was part of that program as well. Vouched on our side. It's a system where it verifies their identification. So what you've kind of do in a nutshell is you'll get as part of the application or part of your initial information, you're going to get their cell phone. You'll punch that in. They'll immediately right in front of you get the app pulled up to their cell phone. Takes them about a minute or two to fill out. And once they do, within a minute of them, couple minutes, and that's the way it's done for me every time that we've tested it, or even out in the field working with some of the members, they're getting it back in a couple of minutes, they're getting this verification back, and it will give you red flags. It will give you yellow flag, for instance. One of the test ones we did, the person on the back, their barcode was smudged. It gave a yellow flag that it couldn't read the barcode. And then that's kind of up to you as to where you want to go from there, but it will give you green lights and red flags if the ID doesn't come back. And I think the biggest thing about this for me, a little skeptical going in, and I've got the quote there from Doug Haas is, he says it's been 100% positive experience with Vouch, but it's the next part that I kind of agree with and has been the sentiment of almost everybody, or has been that everybody I've talked to that's used it, is before they rolled it out, they were definitely some skepticism about it, but it quickly, after using it, they recognize the value it has.
Okay, bye.
All right. So now we're going to jump into talking about some event stuff. So tenting is a huge one, and coming from a tenting background myself, I love talking about it. And I think ARA specifically, the last 2 years has really put a big focus in the importance of just staking tenting and the safety that goes within it. Just because, as most people in events know, there's a lot of standards as far as fire marshals, pulling permits, and we just really want to be a focus of being a standard of what are the guidelines for these and how can we help our members. So just a couple of resources that we have. One of my favorites is our Foundations of Safe Tenting. This was released last year, and it is in partner with ATA and MATRA. So the three associations have joined together just to make sure all of us are on the same page when providing information to our members. So this is a fantastic course. It is free to all of our members. And it is around a 2-hour course, but it goes into all the intro stuff for different types of tents, from sailcloth, pole, frame, high peak, goes into storing 811 and the reasons for doing that. So it's a lot of good information, especially if you guys are hiring new crew members. It's a great intro to get them just warmed up to what tenting is and familiar with the equipment itself. So I really love this course, and if I had to recommend any of them to you, I would definitely do this one if you guys have tenting in your inventory.
Water Pump, RX Solutions, PO Box 654-151.
All right. And next, kind of off of that, what we developed is people really took, if you guys don't mind just muting your microphones, if you don't mind, just really quick. But just picking up with that, so Foundations of Safe Tenting was a big hit. And so since we had over 600 people take that, we are continuing the education with that. And we are really excited. We announced this at the show this past year that we are doing our first hands-on specific training for the event industry, which is the essentials of tent anchoring. So again, this is in partnerships with the other associations, but we're excited to bring it and start releasing this. We currently have 3 locations set up within the US currently. We will be bringing it to Canada as well. With this course, we have members volunteering their warehouse to where we can bring people out and show proper staking for both with actual stakes and with ballast. And so it's a lot of, everyone does it different ways. If you have tents, I'm sure you all have the way you've trained your crew, but we're just trying to get everyone on the same page of what is the safety and the science behind it, to the study of where the tent hooks to the stake and the guideline for that. This course is $199, and you do have to take the Foundations of Safe Tenting and pass it before you can sign a person up for this. If you guys do have a warehouse that you think has the inventory, I'm happy to have that conversation of potentially signing your warehouse up to host an event. And when you do host it at your warehouse, you do get 1 free credit to have one of your warehouse members take it for free.
Real quick, Elizabeth, just to add to that, as well as any of the certified classes that Elizabeth talked about, that I talked about in Rental U as well, currently have 20% off certified courses as part of the ARA show month, which is good until the end of this month. So I would suggest, if you're interested in those, get registered now and save the 25%. The show code for that is ARA Show 25.
Awesome. All right, and another one that we have is the ARA ballasting tool. So this was created with the help of members. So this is a tool where if you are just trying to figure out how much weight you need to hold down a tent, it's a calculator where you can put in the size of your tent, the type of tent, and it'll tell you how many ballast and the weight that you need to hold that tent down. So one, this is a great tool to just get your crew familiar with, but also if you're ever being challenged by our fire marshal to understand that the tent is being installed safely, this is a great tool to kind of reference as well. And all of these can be found in Rental U. Again, if you need help accessing these, just shoot us a message and we're happy to help with that. So continuing with some event stuff. So as we all know, profitability is huge, especially on the event side. I know typically you don't know what your real expenses are until the event is done. And we always want to stay ahead of that, especially for reinvesting into our equipment, new equipment, and just your business in general. So we realize profitability is a huge thing, and we definitely want to get our members on board to making sure everyone is being profitable. So two tools that we have developed again with members is our ARA quoting job costing profitability tool. So this one is to the left, and it's a really awesome tool to use. You just simply type in all of your quote information and at the end, and it'll tell you if we think you are being profitable or not. So for example, it's going to ask for how much you charge the client, the labor that you're estimating it's going to take to set the equipment up and break it down, but also the drive time information. Because a lot of time people forget to include the pricing of how long it's going to take for your crew to drive there, and that crew is still being paid while they're just driving. So you'll just calculate everything in, and it'll give you a red or green box to let you know if we think you could be charging a little bit more. It's a great tool. It has a lot of breakdowns. It's intense when you first pull it up, but if you can see the little red markers on the highlighted box, it gives you all the details you need to know. And this is something I'm happy to walk people through and kind of put a quote in with you. And to the right, we have our delivery cost calculator. So this is for, it's very simple. You just type in all your information as far as how much gas is in your local area, how many miles it is to the job and back both times, because as a reminder, you got to set it up and break it down. And then how many miles per gallon your vehicle gets. And well, you'll see in the bottom there, it'll give you the estimate of what you're actually charging and versus the markup cost that we recommend. So 30% is typically that markup percentage that we would recommend. Obviously, different areas throughout the United States, it all changes of what your area is based on. But these are just two tools we really wanted to push to our members just to make sure you're making the money and able to reinvest back into your business. All right. So we ended the year this year on a really high note. So the event rental forecast was something we haven't done in 4 years, but we were getting a lot of member requests to do this. So what this is we do a study with the analytic groups, and they essentially tell us where they think the event forecast is going. So this is currently free to all members, no matter the size of your business, to kind of understand and see the different graphs and whatnot throughout the United States of where the industry is being seen to go. If you guys see the little QR code to the right, that is where you can get a lot of the information on this. And that links you to a video where we did a live panel with some industry leaders talking about different trends going on, operational things that they want everybody to be aware of, and just a lot of good insight. So if you look up anything, I definitely recommend scanning that and checking out that video. Moving on. So now we're going to talk about things that relate to both the equipment and event side. So ARA Foundation, this is a part of the ARA that I think a lot of people don't always realize comes with their membership. And there's a lot of great benefits here. So just starting off, going down the line, we do have scholarships, and these are going on right now. It does close March 3rd. So just be on the lookout. This qualifies anybody who is currently working in your office or even if you guys have children who are wanting to work in the business. So it just has to be a job that they're looking to pursue in rental, but they can apply to the scholarship and they can apply to it every 5 years. So a great opportunity. And this also includes all trade schools. So especially on the equipment side there, if you guys have someone who's wanting to go to a trade school for mechanics or anything like that, great opportunity to get some money there. In addition, one of my favorite things to pitch to members is the employee grant assistance. So this is where we will give a 50% reimbursement to any course. It does not have to be ARA related. It just has to be something that's benefiting the industry. So if you're wanting to take a class on linens or a class on forklifts or anything specific, it doesn't have to be information straight from ARA. You just have to prove that it comes from rental and is going to benefit the industry. And we will reimburse 50% of that after it is taken and that you guys have proved that it is completed and you guys passed. But it's a great opportunity to, give your employees that extra education, but also lightening the weight of the cost of it. And then you can also have 2 employees take it throughout the year, and it's up to $2,500 per employee. So definitely take a look at that if you guys are looking to get some education out to your team. Lastly, our mentoring program. This works for both our tenured folks who have been with us for 40 years in the industry, also down to the people who are just starting out the business. This is an opportunity where we will match you with someone that is in a similar type business that we think will work well with you. And we'll partner you guys together. And it's an opportunity to learn from each other, to learn from a veteran person. But also if you are that veteran person and want to give advice to someone else and have that mentorship program, it is a really cool program. And I recommend it for pretty much anyone who, wants to build that connection. And typically the person you're going to be mentored with is very involved with ARA and can definitely get those connections with you going as well. But things like this are always great for if you're looking to move warehouses, move shops, and just learn from someone else on the do's and don'ts. All right, workforce development. So this is a really fun topic to talk about. I know everybody has their pros and cons with hiring, but we have a really great website and a great person who's our director of workforce development, who is Erica. So you guys all get 10 free job postings with ARA. It doesn't matter how long you've been with us, but you can post 10 jobs with us. I'm sure a lot of you guys are currently posting on Indeed or LinkedIn and things like that. But with this, we will cast a very wide net to multiple different, search programs to where we will help you find a candidate. And one thing that we've heard feedback on from this is that you are getting less candidates, but they're more qualified for the job. So rather than getting 200 applications back from people just submitting and not really realizing what they're submitting for, we're limiting it down to give you guys qualified people for those jobs. And inside this, it's not just people from the industry, it's people that from Erica is going to trade schools, hospitality schools, and we are getting their applications to put on here as well to where they can see every job going on. So whether you're event rental or equipment, I highly recommend you guys posting your jobs on here. And if anything, just do the 10 free ones and see the results that come back for you guys. In addition to our job board, Erica also goes to career fairs. So her job, she pretty much travels every other week going to different tech schools, career shows, hospitality schools. And just from personal experience on going along with her, it is a really cool event to be at, to see, high or college seniors who are looking for a job and being able to take those applications and give them to the member who joins us with those if they're looking, and they bring it to their state and local group. So if you guys have a university or a tech school in your local area that you would like to start recruiting from, please reach out to us and we'll get you in touch with Erica, because that is just part of her job and we would love to host it there. Even if you want to join along with us, great. If not, we can still go and represent you guys there. And lastly, just with the ARA workforce development, other things we have are job descriptions. We have recruitment and hiring help and different packages for you guys to kind of print out. So it's just a source for you guys to do less work because we've already done it for you. So just take a look in there. If you have an HR team, if you are the HR team, both of you guys can benefit, and we want to put this information out for you guys. So if you have questions, please reach out, but we really want to make sure you guys are getting good candidates, because I know hiring can be a little bit of a mess sometimes, but we want to lighten that load for you guys.
Okay, thanks, Elizabeth. Moving on to insurance, just another thing that comes with the benefits side of it is access to, in the United States, ARA insurance, and in Canada, Westland Insurance. And I really think some of the biggest factors here from people I've talked to is that you're dealing with an insurance person who understands rental. I know many times you may be talking to your local one, and they might not really quite understand the rental business or industry that you're in. And that's one of the factors. So I would, if you have any questions about insurance, you can reach out to them through us or through the website as well. The other side of the insurance, which is a little bit newer for us benefit, is the medical side of the benefit. We've had it the last couple of years, but it has been gaining traction in the last few years. And with the different regulations on medical between the states, I would highly recommend, if you have any questions about it, we'll get you in touch directly with them on the insurance side. You and let them answer your questions, as again, every state is different, and you don't want me being your medical expert on insurance at that side, but it is a benefit we offer to the members as well to take place. The member benefits, we have service programs here. Just to kind of run through them real quick so you're aware of them, is credit card processing. If you don't currently have that in your software, or if you have a standalone, this is a good option for you on that, especially if you're smaller. And this will give you some of the benefits of being in a group in a larger company on the discounts through Card Connect on that side. They also have equipment and different terminals included in that as well. And the next part, human resources, the next two with human resources and legal. With human resources, you get 30-minute phone calls per year with Ogletree Dinkins as part of your HR program. And what I really explain to people on this one, or how the members I've had who have really used it, and the backing side, is if you have an HR question and it's keeping you up at night and you're concerned, is it something I need to worry about? Is it something I really don't need to worry about? And you're really not sure of the answer. This is also a good way to use those phone calls and that consultation. Again, that's 30 minutes, so you can know you've got to do something about it, or maybe be less worried and sleep better at night. On the legal side, we have James Waite, and with him, with membership, you get 2 hours of complimentary legal consultation. And this is where they'll talk to you about if you have questions, problems, things that you have on that side. You're getting a contractor through your state. They will help talk you through those issues. And then if you would like a contract written or any changes, they're willing to do that. That is an additional fee with an ARA membership discount. Last numbers, I believe I saw about 44% of all our members have a contract through James Waite. This seems to be, again, someone who's really dealing in that industry, has made the biggest difference. You also, as a member, every other year, even if you've had it written, every other year you can send your contract in, and they will evaluate it and send it back to you in case you've had any changes in the codes or tax or legal codes in your state during that time. Some of the other things that people may not be aware of, we're partnered with the National Equipment Register, or NER. One of the things that you get with that as a member is you can list 1,000 pieces of equipment with them on their website as part of your membership. And I think where that really can be of service is if something is stolen, if you have any issues when the police recover it, or they find it, or they have an issue, you can, this is one of the places they'll go without the serial number to look it up and see if it's registered that way through NER. And hopefully, if they do process, you can get the equipment back that way. Another thing, if you're buying used equipment, they do have some ironclad services where it can be a help for you to look up and make sure that the equipment you are buying isn't stolen. They can help with that as well. Credit card reporting services. This is with Biz Credits. Again, if you're got new customers, new people coming in, larger people, somebody you're not on a regular basis, this has always been a good tool on that side. There is costs for this, and on that side, you can get them checked out, get their credit history, and take it from there on the credit limit you'd like to set with them. So down to Listen Force is at the bottom. Listen Force has become, I've used this at times as well, and they do a good job maybe with your sales staff or your counter staff if you about how to talk to them on the phone and different coaching. They offer some different discounts and available rates. And if that's something that's interested you, I would definitely reach out and use the consultation with them as well on that side. This is the referral program for members, and this helps you out and helps us grow the rental industry as well. If you recommend a new member and they join, please let them know, or you can reach out to us that you referred them to us, and we will mark you. So when your annual membership comes up, you will get $100 off your annual membership. So help both of us grow the industry that way. You can use the QR code down to the left if you'd like. You can use the website, or you can just call into membership as well. But this has been a really good program, both for current members and the new members coming in as well. Again, I just want to thank you for joining us today for this, but we do suggest any questions that you have throughout the program, even if you're not going to use it maybe tomorrow, but you've heard it here, please reach out to us for more information as well. Elizabeth and I are happy to help. You got Shannon and anybody in the membership group will happily walk you through any of these benefits, help you sign up for them, answer any questions as we move along. And we do a lot of this one-on-one with members as well. So anytime you're going through it, if you have any questions, we really ask that you reach out to us. That's what we're here for, is to help you as much as we can on the rental side.
Yeah, I
So-
just want to restate, like, thank you guys all for coming and joining us here. Scott and I's job, like he said, is to pretty much make sure that you guys are feeling value out of the membership. And if it's something to where you don't see something but you're interested, please let one of us know, and we'll let you know what we do have. We'll refer you to another member to get you guys connected. But don't let your membership go unused. You guys are paying for it for the year. So let's try and find the most value that we can. We try and, have a little bit of something for everyone. It just is that one thing. Just give us a call. Even if you just want to chat about your company, and we can kind of shoot you guys different ideas of what we have going on. We can go from there.